Okay, good evening. This post will be posted into the Facebook account. Okay, on the this is 18 December 17:55 hours. Okay, Monday evening. Now the reason why I'm pretty bearish at this point in time for all the cryptocurrencies because of Bitcoin. Um, Okay, now as I've spoken, I've already sold most of my holdings. Okay, leaving just a trail, just a small position of $200 for Ethereum, $200 for XRP, and $200 for Litecoin. So I'm pretty much fat in cash at this point in time with $9,000 deployable. Okay, and it's also a strategy just to lock in the entire year's profit of $5,000. Okay, that's a 91.17% increase. Okay, year to date, that means I have put in $5,500. Okay, on the average about $1,000 per month, and at the end of this year, from August all the way to the end of the year, I kind of up 91.7%. That's not too bad for a good August to December time frame. Okay, all right. Okay, 4 months time frame, earning $5,000, 91.717%. Okay, now back to the story about this sudden bearishness. Well, it's not the sudden bearishness. All the time I've been saying that there's always this risk about going stocks going up and stocks going down. So now Bitcoin is the mother of all cryptocurrency. Okay, if you take a dump we take a dump from here, okay, $16,000 to $13,000, okay, the entire market will go down. All right, the same thing. You take a dump here, all right, the rest of the market will go down as well. Okay, now this time round, you see that okay. Why if you zoom in into this is a daily chart. Okay, I'm using investing.com charting software. I'll do another video on this later on. Okay, but I find it pretty good. Been running it a few days, and I'm looking at it. I think this probably suits most of you. Now, okay, what you see here, all these things are the Ichimoku crowd. Okay, I can switch off all the indicators. These are actually known as indicators. Okay, I can just take it out away. All right, without affecting it, I can just switch it on again. All right, take it out. I can take away the Bollinger Band. I can switch off the thing, and I just leave with price and volume. Price and volume are the most important important thing that you need to look out for. Okay, whatever comes out from the stock market, there are only two data: price and volume. That's it. The rest are all lagging. All right, the rest are all lagging. Everything is lagging. The only thing that comes out of any stock exchange for stocks, for crypto, for options and everything is the price and the volume. Okay, the volume the amount of sales being done for the day. All right, now cryptocurrency has kind of been doing this. Okay, this is pretty scary. Okay, since May, all right, since July, kind of 2017, since May. Okay, this Bitcoin has been going in an exponential manner. Okay, exponential manner. This is exponential. Okay, all right. This is what we call y equals to e, okay, to the power of x. All right, I can't do the power of x here, but okay, all right. This is scary. Okay, now if you are looking at you know um, um, most of the mathematics books, okay, this is exponential. Okay, now normally in an exponential rise for stock, okay, it normally means it kind of exploded upwards, and normally it spells the end of the this phase of rise, and after that it will descend. Okay, normally it does that. Okay, when the stock market gets a bit bullish, it will do that. Okay, now what I'm seeing here now. Okay, what I'm seeing here now is this. Okay, I'm going to use an RSI to explain my rationale on this one here. RSI. Okay, RSI is, I'm going to switch on everything again. Okay, you guys get used to, will get used to this thing. Okay, now just a brief lesson on RSI first. Okay, all right, RSI, when the price is going up, when the price is going up, big price are making higher high, the indicator, the relative strength index is going downwards. It's not making new high. This is a bearish divergence. Okay, this means this is probably the end of this upswing. Okay, this uptrend for the moment. In the bullish divergence, when the stock is falling, the new low here, all right, the new low here, okay, but the RSI is not making new lows. It's actually making a higher low. Okay, these two runs in this manner. Now, so let's look at the chart here. Okay, all right. Okay, I'm going to zoom in just fairly on just on this thing a bit. Okay, all right now. All right. Okay, ignore this one. Okay, I'm going to just take it out first. Alright. Now that's clearer. Okay, I'm going to take away the Ichimoku crowd as well. Okay. And I'm going to take away the Bollinger Band as well. Alright, Bollinger Band as well. One more. Okay, here you go. This is just pure price and volume. If you look at this thing here, now this kind of rise exponentially. Okay, rise exponentially. So I'm going to just go and zoom in into this area when in the past few months of trading. Okay, past few months of trading, and you probably understand why. Okay, now I'm going to use a zoom lens, and I'm going to just draw here. Okay, draw here. Now when the stock was actually climbing up, when the stock was making high here, okay, this was the position of the RSI, okay, about 95 points. But as the stock starts to move up here, which is actually this point here is higher than this high, the RSI never hit high. Okay, never hit high. Right? There is a bearish divergence. Okay, the bearish divergence. Okay, while the stock is moving up, higher high, the RSI is actually having a lower high, and the stock starts to fall. Now this is pretty significant fall. It's 4,900 to all the way to 3,002. That's about 25% corrections downwards. Okay, until such time that the high spike volume here with a bullish engulfing candle here change the course of action. At this point in time, the stock is actually at the oversold position. Okay, this is where you enter. This is where you enter the stock. Okay, this is where you enter for another leg up, because all this selling is over and the buyers came in and bought this up. Alright, and this whole RSI chart will reset. Okay, this whole thing here now is over. Okay, and it will reset and it will continue to go up again. Now let's zoom back to present time. Okay, let's zoom back to present time. Now this bull run continues to go up again. Okay, it goes up, up. Okay, here there was a new high. Okay, there was a high here. All right, as the stock starts to move to a higher high, again a bearish divergence occurs. Okay, look, a bearish divergence occurs and the stock falls from 7,005 to 5,005, 20% correction. Now a lot of people at this point in time were screaming if you really zoom in, because you now on scale level, okay, if you really zoom in, people were saying that this is going to be the big crash for Bitcoin, and all of a sudden there is this bullish engulfing candle here, and with oversold position. Okay, oversold position on RSI, it goes all the way to the bottom here, and after that the stock starts to climb again. And how much did it climb? Continue climb, climb, climb. Okay, boom, straight up here. Right. Now we are at this position now. Look, we are at this position now. This high here. Okay, this is a high. All right. We draw it. This stock is climbing up on this high. All right, this high. But look at the RSI. The RSI now, okay, is definitely showing a bearish divergence. This high here is higher than this high, but the RSI cannot. It doesn't have the strength. Now, the another important indicator is the volume. Okay, I haven't been talking much about the volume. Look at this volume. The volume actually decreased when the stock is climbing up this way. Okay, generally the volume we want it to be fairly stable, but the volume is actually decreasing. That means to say that a lot of people are now moving away from stock. Okay, there's not much selling and not much selling and buying. The volumes is getting very low. Now this is not good. Now if you really look out now with this exponential curve, this bearish divergence is really steep. This is not too bad. This is not too bad. That is why, okay, I am getting a bit concerned. Okay, I'm getting a bit concerned. I'm actually pretty much quite confident that the market, okay, the Bitcoin market will actually start to pull back. Okay, it won't crash. It won't crash, but it will start to pull back. Okay, it will start to pull back this manner. Okay, towards the Ichimoku crowd here. This is the median crowd here. Alright, notice that whenever it goes down to the bottom of the center of the Bollinger Band, it bounces up again. Alright, it comes near to here, it bounces up again. This time around, this pullback would be quite deep. Okay, quite deep. Now, quite deep. And this thing here now is about 18,000. Okay, if you look at the fall and it comes down even to 10,000, it is still on a higher high, higher low. Okay, as long as the stock stays on the north side of the Ichimoku crowd, you're on a long uptrend. It's the same thing here. Okay, upside and it continue up. Now there are many calls in the market now to say that, oh yeah, Bitcoin will hit 40k. Okay, 40k. All right. You can read here. It says that Bitcoin trader says Bitcoin will surge to 100k in 2018. Yeah, it's 20k. It's about 8 times from where its current price. Sure. All right. I believe so as well. Okay. Sure. It can be anything. It can be $1 million for that matter. But in the meantime, at this point in time, right here, right now, we are speaking. Okay, the stock has a tendency to. It's actually achieving a divergence with its relative strength index (RSI), and the stock is likely to be pulling back. Okay, coming back down to a sane level. Okay, a sane price level. Now, if you really zoom in out again, this pull can be quite steep. Okay, quite steep. All right. Quite steep. I would say, all right, look at this now. I'm going to use a Fibonacci. Let me see, where's the Fibonacci line? Yes, here we are. Position. I'm not so used to this now, but anyway, okay. If you use a Fibonacci line, let me see where I can find the Fibonacci for you. Here you are, Fibonacci. Okay. Fibonacci level. Yeah, Fibonacci retracement. If you look at the Fibonacci retracement, I click on here, all the way to the top here. Zoom in a bit, okay. Alright, a 50% retracement, okay, you're hitting about 12,000. 12,000. Okay, normally if it retraces up to 12,000. Now this fall is quite big, okay, from all the way from 18,000 all the way to 15,000. Now it may be a very good buy point at the 12,000 level, which is buying at a discount of 50% from this current price level. Okay, and if it's a deeper pullback, is somewhere here. Now this is, when it comes to here, you got to be a bit careful because the pullback is a bit too deep. A light pullback, okay, for example, in the first run, it came down, right? Okay, it actually pulled back to 38.2%, the traditional first pullback zone. Okay, 12, which is 12,000. Look at this. Okay, all right, let's really zoom in again. Take out all this stuff, all the good stuff. All right, and you see that. Okay, right, from the first run here all the way up to here, the stock actually came down just at the 38.2%. You have a discount of 38.2%. As the stock starts to rise again, if you look at the 38.2%, it's $14,000. Okay, now if it goes down to $50,000, 50% pullback, it is actually at the 12.663%. Okay, $12,663 here. So this pullback can be quite significant. Okay, it does not spell the end of the world. Okay, it just means to say that we are now getting the stock at a discount. That is why we always buy on pullback. We do not buy when the stock is surging up. Okay, so what does that lead us to? For example, LTC. LTC has a straight up curve. Okay, why I was bullish in it in the first place? Because of the pullback. This pullback here, okay, and increasing volume. But then as the past few days, the volume start to decrease, and yeah, we are not seeing a divergence here. We are not seeing divergence here. Okay, it probably can go up for quite up to all this high here, but because of Bitcoin, if this guy do this, the rest of every single stock will start to follow. Okay, all right. This guy, he takes a dump, the rest of the stock will follow. Okay, it will follow. And at this point in time, yeah, you know, we already make money from here. It's broken up here. Okay, with the kind of the market index at a divergence level, you know, even if it goes up, if it drops, yeah, we can probably buy it at a cheaper level here, you know, but at least we come up clean and alive. Now, if for ETH, it's already showing a fair bit of divergence. Look at this one, all right, the stock is going up, and yet, okay, it's not making high. Okay, it's not making high. All right, for LTC, no divergence spotted yet. Okay, all right, it's still, the stock is still going up on our trend, and yet, but the thing is that because of the overall market condition for defined by Bitcoin, this thing could probably have a deeper pullback than here. Okay, somewhere here. Okay, and it probably offers a better buying opportunity than this. Okay, but overall, the whole story here is that this stock is still in an uptrend. Why? Because the Ichimoku crowd and the Bollinger Band doesn't define trend, but the Ichimoku crowd says that it's on the top. It is still on an uptrend. Alright, and XRP, same thing, no divergence. Okay, no divergence. Alright, this time no divergence. Okay, high. Alright, but again, with such a spectacular rise, okay, if a pullback to here, it offers even a better buying opportunity. Okay, so that is why I say that I say that yeah, maybe we want to lower down our conditions, okay, and we make sure that our money is deployed somewhere else, okay. All right. Now the reason why is also because of the phone call yesterday. I am not so. I'm very disturbed by the fact is that people are now pouring in huge money into the market, asking me which one to buy and this and that because I don't. They don't understand this risk, the risk of this coming down, okay, the risk of this coming down and probably bounce back or probably will not bounce back. So that is what is my fear. Okay, you need to understand that buy any stock when we buy any stock, right, when we buy any stock, we not only look for the oh, okay, we not only look for for the upside, but we also have to worry about the downside as well. Okay, so that's the thing. All right. So in summary, okay, because of the divergence in the Bitcoin, okay, we should lighten up our positions for the rest of the stock as well. Okay, we should lighten our stock as well. Okay, so that's my position on this at this point in time. Thank you.